Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
He finds his running back, Mixon. A beautiful fake.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mixon will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Mahomes will do it himself.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Still going.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Mahomes now on the sneak.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. The Chiefs had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they took the tough loss in the opener, CD, but since then, they've rebounded to win 2 straight.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your team early on, how they can bounce back from adversity. The week 1 loss, that absolutely stung. But how about how hard they've worked in the couple of weeks since? And now they're moving back in the right direction.
second and 4.
Yellow.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yellow.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Ravens 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Raven first down.
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Ravens.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So if he could play defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. Real quick. First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Irving. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field.
Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a couple of double-digit plays They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A four-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malachi Starks.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Jackson going to keep it.
He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the...
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Mahomes will do it himself.
Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. There'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. I'm curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's up in it at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Mahomes will do it himself. That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now here's Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yellow!
At the Ravens' 7-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Yellow!
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. And they will touch him down the neck before he gets the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Yellow!
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line?
On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rasheed Rice. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irvin.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Once again, it's Irvin.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is caught at the end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Bucky Irving
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Yellow.
Again, it's Pacheco.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Yellow. All right, 80.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Let's go on, 80. Yellow, yellow. 57.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
18-yard line.
Yellow.
Handoff now for Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
180.
Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
Here we go. First and goal. They'll run with Irving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This is first and 10.
15. Yellow. There's a blue lady. Hero 15. Strike.
Mahomes.
Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life, what I need.